Imagine a scarecrow standing in a garden. If you were in real trouble, you would never look at that bundle of straw and expect it to actually save you. When the sun is scorching the earth and the plants are thirsty, that scarecrow can't make it rain. It can't even walk or speak. To keep it from falling over, someone has to hammer it to a wooden post and leave it there. It might look a little bit like a person from a distance, but it's completely hollow. It has zero power to protect the garden when a storm arrives. Thousands of years ago, a prophet named Jeremiah lived in the city of Jerusalem, and he noticed something strange. He saw people carving statues out of wood, dressing them in expensive gold and silver, and then asking those statues to protect their families. People often fall into the trap of looking at something they built with their own hands, a wooden statue or a shiny object, and expecting it to provide the help and hope that only the Creator can give. Jeremiah thought this was ridiculous. He told the people their expensive golden statues were no better than scarecrows in a cucumber field. By putting their trust in these silent, carved objects, the people lost their grip on reality. They stopped being honest with each other and let deception take over their lives. The contrast is massive. A statue has to be carried around by humans, but the true God actively built the entire world through his own power. When he thunders, the waters in the heavens roar. He is the one who gathers the heavy clouds from the ends of the earth. He sends the flashes of lightning out with the rain and commands the rushing wind to leave his storehouses. Putting your faith in a piece of carved wood seems senseless when you realize the living, eternal King controls the very forces of nature. This problem goes deeper than just wooden statues. We often fall into that same trap by relying on our own temporary human abilities. Jeremiah warns about the person who brags about their brilliance, thinking cleverness solves every problem. He points to those bragging of physical strength, as if muscles protect from everything. And he mentions the person who brags about having the most money or nicest things. Bragging about your brain, your muscles, or your money is just like trusting that wooden scarecrow. Those things don't last, and they cannot truly help us when we face a real crisis. Amidst all these empty boasts, the prophet points to one thing actually worth celebrating. If we are going to brag at all, our pride belongs in knowing the true Lord. Understanding his character matters because he is a God who chooses to exercise unending kindness across the entire earth. He is also a God who delights in justice and righteousness, meaning he is always perfectly fair and always does what is right. Because God is always fair and true, knowing him gives us a standard for what is real. It keeps us from getting lost in the same deceptions that led those ancient people away from the truth. Because you know the living God, you don't have to be afraid of fake things. You don't have to stress out trying to prove you're the smartest or strongest person in the room. Since God delights in kindness and fairness, knowing him gives us the chance to practice those same things with our friends every single day. We can leave the useless scarecrows behind and live fully in the real, honest world that God made for us. Our true confidence comes from knowing the maker of the storm, the one who reaches out and teaches us how to walk through the world with love.